time it is. Turf and talk straight from the DMV, baby. Jason and Tanarah J, let's get it. We from the city where the traffic don't sleep. DC lights go, Maryland deep. Virginia riding heavy, keep that talk on lock. From the field to the mic, yeah, we turf and talk. Sports in the streets, that's the vibe we live. Community strong, got the game to give. Jason got the playbook, always on the chart. And Tanarah J, she gon' spark that heart. DMV, we reppin' real, no fake. Turf and talk, yeah, we raise that stake. From the U Street nights to the Beltway scenes, we talking dreams, hustle, and home team means. Turf and talk, right from the block. Jason and Tanarah J, we don't stop. Turf and talk, yeah, we move that crowd. DMV, stand up, say it loud.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're listening to this Dynamite Podcast crew. This is Jay the Jedi, and I'm with
Tanarah J.
And you are now watching Turf and Talk. Brought to you by Generationally Speaking on YouTube. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. And if you don't know, we got a social media buzz, law. We have a real social media buzz. I want to first reach out to the TikTokers out there.
Listen,
y'all are showing up on TikTok.
We so excited. Look, we are a little micro content creation machine right now.
Exactly.
And listen, we celebrate all small wins, no matter how small they are to you. They are great to us. And so we started off last week at what, like 34 followers?
Yeah, 34.
We got 54.
We got 54 followers, y'all. We're on TikTok right now on Turf and Talk.
Yes.
Media.
Turf and Talk Media on all platforms.
On all platforms. So find us on IG, TikTok, Facebook, all of it. You can catch it all. And I'm telling you, y'all see them polls, right? Take part in those polls. We really want to hear y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen. Tune in right now. I'm just want y'all to tune in right now. Wesley, put the camera on me right now. We are doing polls right now. We need all you guys to participate in the polls that we are putting out there. We are asking you guys for your feedback. I want to know what your teams are. I want to know who you're rooting for. I want to know what players, if I'm not a fan of your team, should I and the rest of us
be paying attention
to? Because we know y'all are smart and we can't know everybody's NFL team, and we're gonna post as we're gonna show as much love on our platforms to everybody. But just to let y'all know, TJ, if y'all see y'all see TJ's jersey, so we are a little biased at times to the Commanders, but at the same time, I am going to represent for the DMV 49ers because the 49ers over here.
Show them what you represent. Okay. You got it now.
You
make it clear.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. The 49ers are still, to me, the better team than, the local team. But that's neither here nor there. That's not here there. We're going to start our beef in September. We have plenty of time because me and TJ have already talked that the 49ers and Commanders have a game this year. Okay?
Yeah, they definitely do.
It is going to get contentious as we get closer and closer to game day. So if you guys start hearing jabs, if it sounds a little contentious, yes, it is. It is. It's exactly. And if we're both winning, it's going to get. I'm not going to really want to deal with me, so I can imagine me trying to deal with TJ, and I can imagine her trying to deal with me because
I just let you live.
Can you imagine both teams coming into the game, winning records, and they both just look unstoppable? And now we got TJ
we wish that for you.
You got So we're gonna continue on, and as I continue, let me ask y'all something. I'm not. As we continue on, as you guys know, there was a story that dropped this Friday. I'm going to let TJ take over because this story has to deal with Jayden Daniels, LSU, and a crazy lawsuit that is, or a cease and desist. Cease and desist. So for the people who don't know, TJ, I don't know. So tell me, as not a hater, as not a person that threw someone under the bus, and she gonna get to y'all in a minute, but as a person who's on the outside looking in,
what's going on?
Okay,
so now I'm gonna break it down.
Okay.
So officially we broke.
Yes.
Okay. So listen. First of all, let me just say this. I was scrolling through and I came across a post about the cease and desist that Jayden Daniels camp submitted to LSU in regards to his NIL.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That's the
Name,
LSU Tigers.
Image, likeness. NIL. Name, image, likeness. Okay.
Yep.
So let's talk about this thing.
Okay.
So I had to do some research. First of all, let me say something.
Yes.
Y'all in the comments. Let me just address the comments.
Woo, get the commenters.
The comments. I saw comments. Who does he think he is? Does bro think he's Joe?
Oh, you're addressing the peanut gallery. Okay, address the peanut gallery.
So let me, because I have to get this off my chest, and then we can converse objectively.
All right.
With the facts.
Yes.
Okay, so let me address y'all real quick. He doesn't need to think that he's Joe. He's Jayden Daniels. Okay. And he thinks who he is Jayden Daniels. Okay, so let's just put the comparison to rest, taking nothing away from Joe Burrow.
Right.
Everybody know Big Dick Joe. Fine.
Right.
Not taking away from.
Pause, though.
Pause. But Jayden is who Jayden thinks he is. Don't take anything away from him. Don't talk about the fact, he didn't even bring us a championship. Let's switch the defense. If Joe had the defense that Jayden had, would there have been a different story? Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Second of all, when we talk about the number 5 and we talk about NIL, that's two different things. So I would tell people this before you jump in the comments and make an emotional comment, because a lot of people have what you call herd mentality. They don't really have an opinion of their own, but they will fish in the comments to find something that matches their emotional frequency and then piggyback off of that. They really don't have a clue what's going on.
All right.
And you can tell when they make comparisons of Jayden Daniels and Joe Burrow. Don't do that.
All right. Speak to him.
And not too much on my quarterback.
All right now. Speak to it.
So now when we get to the facts, let's discuss this thing.
Yes.
So when we break this thing down, we're going to talk about two different things because you have NIL, which is a name, image, and likeness of a person.
Yes.
And then you have the person in the capacity in which they are a student of the institution of education, which we're talking about LSU. Okay. So when Jayden was playing for LSU, there was name, image, and likeness where he was able to monetize and basically create revenue off of his imagery as a athlete at LSU.
Right.
Okay. Now, people don't know that there was a contract in question, and the contract in question was supposed to end. Hold on, let me get this right because I don't want to misquote the facts.
And this is the contract with LSU, the LSU Tigers. Once again, if you guys don't know, this is the LSU Tigers in Baton Rouge. This is the college, not professional, but it feels like professional nowadays, but in the SEC conference. So this is when he was with Brian Kelly. Jayden Daniels was the quarterback at the Louisiana State University.
Yes. And so there was a contract, and hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, that team was pretty good with Brian Kelly too.
It definitely was.
Brian
and then
Kelly,
they had some other stars on there too, especially the stars now for the Cincinnati Bengals. You got Jamar Chase. You had Malik on that? It was You had Neighbors. Yeah, they were the stars. But that was a trifecta, those three together, and Jayden didn't have that. So miss me with that. Anyway, hold on, y'all. I got it right here. So this is Dead Air Space. Keep talking to him while I find what I'm looking for.
So I think it's interesting that now that the NIL situation is getting where it is. I think this case is going forward will probably start setting a precedent when you have young athletes who are, in the NFL who might be seeing the college still making profit off their name, image, or likeness.
Here we go.
Okay.
The NIL agreement. Daniels had an agreement allowing LSU to use his name, image, and likeness for 180 days after his final college game. His last LSU game was November 25th, 2023. So that contractual authorization expired in 2024. The August 5th, 2026 cease and desist cites that agreement and tells LSU to stop further use of his NIL. The number 5 understanding. Okay, this part is especially important. Daniels had made it clear that he did not want LSU to give number 5 to another player. According to the reporting today, Brian Kelly respected that request while he was the LSU's coach. Then LSU recruited DJ Pickett. And here is where LSU created a conflict. Pickett apparently was promised number 5 during his recruitment under Kelly's staff. Kelly confirmed that he believed the promise had been made, but Kelly says he wouldn't actually issue Pickett number 5 without getting Daniels' full approval first. Okay. So essentially, LSU had two competing understandings. Jayden said, don't give away my number 5, and then Pickett comes to LSU and says, and LSU says you can have number 5. So Kelly's solution was basically, we weren't changing anything until Jayden agreed. Pickett's therefore wore number 3 as a freshman in 2025, while Daniels remained number 5 unused for the first 2 seasons after Daniels left LSU. Then Kelly was fired in October of 2025, and Lane Kiffin took over, the current LSU coach. And so Kiffin researched what Pickett had been told during recruiting and concluded that LSU needed to honor the promise made to Pickett. His position was essentially, I wasn't here when this happened, but if LSU promised the recruit something in order to get him to sign, the university should honor it. Pickett consequently switched from number 3 to 5 for the 2026 season. And that changes the discussion. Okay? This simply wasn't Jayden stands, nobody can wear my number. And LSU was like, well, too bad. There is an institutional management problem underneath it. And this is where Daniels responded by exercising leverage over something that he could actually control, which is his NIL. And after doing research, LSU was already in breach of that contract because they were still using his NIL after the contractual agreement was supposed to end 180 days after Jayden was no longer a LSU Tiger.
So pretty much it was a cease and desist. It's going to be understood that I think LSU is going to pull his likeness from whatever they were using it for. Do you think this sours the relationship going forward with him and his former school?
I mean, it could be sticky, but I think, honestly, if all parties are looking at it objectively, this was a business decision, not necessarily an emotional one. And especially when we just come down to contracts, if LSU was in breach, then Jayden Daniels had every right to exercise a cease and desist because they were in breach of a contract, which again has nothing to do with him having a tantrum about another person wearing his number. And also, LSU retired jerseys, not numbers. So just like people were talking about who he think he is, Joe Burrow or whatever, the number 7 is not retired either.
Okay.
So.
All right. Listen, I ain't mad at nothing about Jayden Daniels in that situation right there. What I am going to call Jayden Daniels out for is, hey, bro, leave the DJ alone, man. Leave the DJ alone, bro. You gotta throw the DJ under the bus. I mean, the DJ just trying to.
No, let's talk about it. Again, not too much of my quarterback.
I mean, he just trying
not too much of my quarterback.
He's just trying to spin some mixtapes.
If Jay has a preference of music that he would like to listen to, then I don't see the problem in it.
I mean, but the DJ that's his job. That's he don't tell him how to be the quarterback.
Yeah, right? Because he could never do that.
Okay, then the DJ might feel the same way. He might be like, you can't never tell me how to be the DJ.
The DJ was hired to do a service for the Commanders, and if the franchise quarterback has a request in terms of the type of music, then it is his job.
Okay, well, let me ask you something. You were down at training camp, right?
I sure was.
All right.
I sure was.
Well, let me ask you something. First of all, How was the atmosphere? And was the music bad or was
I actually had a good time.
All right, well, let us know.
And they played my song, Snap Your Fingers.
So the DJ wasn't that bad when you was down there, right?
No, but if
now you don't know.
Request, then it's a job to put on what my man said put on. But anyway, let me tell y'all about my experience at training camp. I saw everybody, and the highlight was my baby got autographed.
You want to introduce once again Mikey Marvel to the world?
Yes. I know y'all was like, oh my goodness, if she stopped talking about her child, Mikey. No, I will never. So anyway,
we're gonna put Mikey Marvel on. Come on. So
my baby absolutely loves Jayden, and guess what? He got his autograph.
Nice.
I bought my baby a Jayden Daniels biography book.
Nice.
So the whole book is a beautiful just display of everything you would ever want to know about Jayden.
Okay.
And it was super crowded, and and a lot of y'all grown men are super thirsty. Try to knock me out the way while I'm just a little teeny mom trying to get a signature for her baby.
You lying.
And they was just like Bogarting. Yes, grown men. But listen, let me tell y'all, my baby.
That serious, huh?
It was that serious for some of them, I guess.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
But look, my baby not only got Jayden's autograph, he got Josh Harris.
Oh,
the
owner of the Washington Commanders.
My baby got the owner and Jayden.
Nice.
Yes.
That's okay. So tell us about, I heard there might been an issue in the parking lot. Do you want to talk about the parking lot?
Mr. Harris.
Because we just said, thank you, Mr. Harris, for the meeting.
Pictures.
So we do both here.
Yep.
We're journalists first, but we do like to give compliments.
You're going to have to zoom in. You're going to have to zoom in because this is important. Let me show you. And
when TJ went down there, she had fun, and she said she had a ball down there.
Yeah,
but
I did.
There was some parking lot issues. Now, if y'all don't know, there was a monsoon the night before. If y'all live in the DMV area, y'all know that day.
Look at this.
Okay, so zoom in right there. Can we zoom in?
See? That is my vehicle.
Oof.
Can you see my car? Look at that. Do you see this? Can you see that? Can y'all see that?
Oh.
Can y'all see that mud? All of that.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Look. That's a muscle.
Yes.
That's a mud wrestling.
Okay. So I'm showing you all this.
Yeah.
And Mr. Harris, with all due respect.
Yep. First of all, nice meeting you again.
I appreciate you taking the time out to sign the book for my baby. Yes. I sure do. But I have a little bone to pick with you.
Yes.
And this is coming from someone who is a season ticket holder, stand up section 105. That is the littest section in the stadium. Argue with your mama, stand up section 105. So if you're watching
Turf and Talk right now, section 105.
Section 105, section 105, stand up section 105. But listen, Mr. Harris, okay, we spent our good earned money to patronize the Washington Commanders because we love our team. But you got to do something about that parking lot out there in Ashburn because not only did my vehicle look like I went mudding, it was so dangerous because you have women, children, and elderly people who literally had to walk through the mud from the parking lot to get to practice, to where you practice. So that is a safety hazard, Mr. Harris. And it is a perfect storm for a lawsuit. And I would hate for that to happen because you will have those individuals who will just slip and fall because the perfect circumstances for a slip and fall. But legit, that's what it was people literally slipping, sliding, mudslides. There were people fishtailing in that parking lot to get out because of the mud. And that type of, it was like clay.
Yeah,
it's real red, thick. And so gravel, something, parking, vertical, something.
Wow.
But
no.
Wow. That is you're leaving us vulnerable and you're leaving the organization vulnerable because that is very dangerous. And my car looked a mess. So there was a whole extra expense that I had to get my car washed. And I was not the only person who was not happy with the parking lot situation. Besides that, I had a wonderful time. Oh, another thing. Okay. Let me tell you how 3 individuals spoiled it for the rest of us.
Okay.
So I went on a Wednesday. Was that last Wednesday?
Yes.
So last Wednesday, I don't know who went to practice and watched our lovely Commanders practice prior to that, but y'all ruined it.
Oh no.
We could not see them. So if you go to Ashburn, it's like a north field and a south field. Okay. So there's a field that's closest to
the actual stands,
people, us who are watching, right? And then there's another field that's further away.
Okay.
When they first come out, you had the receivers in this first north field. Okay. So I got to see Terry up close. I got to see Jayden. I got to see Sam. I got to see, you know what I mean? You know, so offense was over here and defense was in. So I didn't get to see Sonny. Okay. Who else? I didn't get to see Louisville up close. I didn't get to see none of my defensive players up close. Okay. But we didn't get to see them really practice offense, defense, play against one another because there are rules about filming. Oh, no. And somebody spoiled it for all of us, and they're no longer going to practice on the north field anymore. So we couldn't even see them really get it in, the touchdowns, all the things that you want to go to the training camp for. We didn't get the chance to see that because some butthead couldn't follow instructions and put their phone down. Thanks.
Listen, y'all, I know everywhere, fan bases everywhere. I think. And
it makes you think, are you really a fan? Why would you jeopardize proprietary information like our plays and stuff? And like, come on.
I mean, it's
for a little social media moment. I couldn't even see.
Yeah,
but my baby got his signatures though.
Yeah. First of all, thank you, Jayden. Thank you, Josh Harris, for the signatures.
And Jayden is so cute in the face. He actually looked at me. I was like, it's for my baby. It's for my baby. And I hold the book open. He looked at me. I looked at him. And he signed. And I was like, thank you.
So, y'all got a preseason game coming up against the Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
And we got injury news. Yeah. Well, we have injury news. You want to talk about the big injury to our offensive line? Oh, yeah. Laremy Tunsil tore his tricep. Tricep, yes.
He tore his tricep. He is undergoing surgery. Yeah. And he probably won't see the field for a while. Yeah. And we're wishing you a speedy recovery. I know you are upset. And so I can't say it's just a devastating loss. Right. It is.
By what you saw, though, do you think that the offensive line will be okay as far as moving the next guy up mentality? And
absolutely. Okay. I don't think that. Yes, it was a devastating loss. One because of not just everything that he brings to the team. Okay. But believe me, we got it together. Okay. So there will be provisions made to absorb that loss. So we're not down Miami, and out.
Who you looking forward to seeing? Because I know you're looking forward to see Sonny. Mm-hmm. So first of all, let me ask you about Sonny. Mm-hmm. 1 quarter, 1 drive, or do you want him for maybe like the first half?
Wait a minute. Are you talking about tomorrow?
Against the Dolphins, yes.
No, I don't want to see Sonny on the field.
Oh, okay. You want him on the sideline?
I don't want to see any starters on the field. I don't want to see Jayden on the field. I don't want to see Terry. I don't want to see Stephon. Right. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Peggy Sue. And that's cross Mary. I don't know. And I call 22. I'll call you Peggy Sue because a 22 is a Peggy Sue.
Was there anyone you do want to see on the field?
Not really. I just want to see a good game, and I want to see people earn the spot on the roster. I want to see a traditional preseason game. I don't want to see anybody coming out that locker room trying to warm up the engine. That is not the time. Right. I don't want to see any surprises. I just want a nice little boring preseason game.
Any surprises? Nope. For the first preseason game. There should be a bunch of guys, I don't want to say on the bubble, but guys who are fighting for roster spots. Yeah. And honestly, guys who have to put something on tape for the next team that might be able to put, give them a roster spot.
I want a traditional preseason game to go 4 quarters, utilizing and exercising the players who need to be utilized and exercised to show and prove what they can use and show and prove. And that's it.
Okay, so let me tell y'all something. We've heard the Commanders, so it's time to talk to the Niners fans. So what have the Niners been doing during training camp? Number one, Brock Purdy told me
first of all, your coach has returned.
Okay. Kyle Shanahan, we talked about it last show, was in a car accident.
Yes.
He had 40 stitches by his right eye. He had a cracked ribs. He had a concussion. He was pretty messed up. He recovered pretty quickly. I mean, I don't know. When you have that money, I guess you can get a plastic surgeon.
The best of the best care.
Yes. But he recovered, and he's back on the sideline. And, I mean, from what I've been told, Brock Purdy looks like one of those guys this year. We're having a real look at Brock, and we're seeing Brock Purdy might be in the contention for good to going to elite status.
You know what?
It's like
I love this
coach
energy
to first class.
because you didn't have this.
I didn't.
This last
year, and then you know what? It's that training camp vibe. Now I'm not going because I don't know if you've been watching the Philadelphia media, but Jalen Hurts threw an interception and they were killing him. So I don't want to make Brock Purdy seem like he's just been perfect. He threw 3 interceptions so far. 2 were pick sixes. But those days, he didn't have his 1 or 2 receivers. It was the 3rd and 4th receiver because, as you know, we've been dealing with injuries in camp. But he rebounded from that day, and he's been tearing the defense a new one. Mike Evans is still not on the field, and the rookie, Deshaun Stribling.
Okay.
I want to see him for preseason for us. I want to see him with Mac Jones. I know Brock is not going to be out there.
So you don't want? I know you don't want him out there on the first game.
Yes.
Oh, you want to see him on the first?
First
Okay.
game.
Okay.
Because you know why? Sonny Styles was a what? First round pick.
Yes.
Okay, so Deshaun Stribling was a mid-second.
Okay, but he's still.
Yeah, I mean he was our first pick, but he was in the second round.
So it's worth the risk for you.
It's worth getting him at least a drive or 2. If he does something, like say if he catches a bomb, I'm willing to take him out right then and there. He catches one nice deep pass from Mac Jones.
That's enough for you.
That's enough for me. We'll sit him down.
But you definitely want him to walk out on the field.
Because you haven't
I
proven
can see
as
that.
of yet.
I
you know what I mean?
I can see that.
And I want to see the backup quarterback, Curtis Rourke.
Okay.
You know, he's a 3rd stringer. I want to see, can he beat Mac Jones? Mac Jones is the 2nd string guy. So I want to see, can our young 3rd string quarterback beat out this veteran who's
But I think that's what preseason games are for. Exactly. I don't think you're asking a tall you know what I mean?
No, I don't want to see. Listen, I'm like you, TJ. I don't want to see anyone.
Yeah, no,
important playing
this
first game.
Because keep in mind, we made some mistakes because Jayden was out there on that field. There was a couple players been out there field for unnecessary reasons, and then my man got the elbow popped out. So. And shouldn't have been on the field to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, so we don't want to relive moments like that.
No, we don't. We don't. But everybody out there, we're going to give y'all some information. We're going to put some information out there about who we are looking forward to. I'm going to drop a video. Look forward to it on IG. TJ's going to drop a video. TJ already dropped the Dynamite video. If y'all haven't seen TJ's Dynamite video, check out Instagram, check out TikTok. That thing is doing numbers. She
I'm
got y'all ready for the preseason. You are representing real well.
I can't wait to get my butt in the seat. Oh my goodness. I have been waiting for football season. I just found, let me find him. Hold on.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Listen, we are all waiting for the preseason. I am waiting because tonight, I know by the time you guys see this, the game will already pass. But today is a Thursday, and we're playing the Tennessee Titans tonight. So there are a couple of things I do look forward to, and there's a bunch of young guys, playing, the rookies playing. I want to see some of the guys who are fighting for roster spots. I want to see if we have a replacement, just in case George Kittle can't come back week 1. I think that'll be important to see the tight ends. I would like to see the offensive line for the 49ers. Please, please, please have some depth because right now, I asked everybody who knows football, would you bet your paycheck if Trent Williams is going to stay healthy all 18 games? And the answers have been pretty much people yelling at me vulgarly, telling me in some manner, F no, of some sort. So,
I found what I was looking for. Okay, so shout out to Black Girl Things, DMV Life and More. Okay. Now, I was scrolling on TikTok and I got introduced to Black Girls Love Football through the last organization I just mentioned. So shout out to Adriana.
Okay. Shout out
founder
Adriana.
And creator of Black Girls Love Football.
Nice.
I am definitely going to be reaching out because I definitely want to participate in some of your events.
Okay.
And it just, my heart lit up when I found both of these social clubs. And I'm definitely going to give you all a shout out, and hopefully Turf and Talk can do some cool things with Black Girls Love Football.
Oh yeah, we would definitely love to reach out to Black Girls Love Football. If you guys ever want to work, we would be honored and we would be down. So please, if you guys need our information, let us know. Check us out on IG, TikTok.
Yes.
Reach out. We'll get right back to you immediately. But now we got to get into the topics. Okay, so y'all, we about to get a little bit risque right now.
All right, tell me about.
All right, so if first of all, right now, because you know when we get into topics, y'all might have to sit down. You might be at work and you might need to turn the volume down a little bit, because here, we don't mind straying into the dangerous areas here. We talk politics, we talk a little bit of religion, we talk what we think and how we feel, because this is America, buddy. This is a freedom of speech country, and we don't mean to slight, harm, okay? I'm saying this now as a disclaimer. Nobody. We have views, and here all views are welcome and shared, and we don't take anything home with us, okay?
That's right.
This is my coworker. This is one of my dynamite partners, and let me tell you something. I got her back 100% all the time. So, with that said, TJ, you want to bring us in?
All right.
All right now.
So, if you all have been living under a rock, anyway, my nose is a little itchy.
All right now.
I was scrolling on TikTok, and I don't know, but I came across a piece of content where an individual by the name of Funky Davida, anyway,
all right,
was talking about how he felt bad. These were his words.
Okay.
He feels bad for individuals who have natural affection for children.
Okay. That's interesting wording he used.
So, first of all, let's talk about natural affection for children.
Okay.
He was okay. See.
Oh, so let me off this conversation. So if you don't know, there's a movie coming out with Robert Pattinson, and he's playing Chris Hansen. And if you guys watched Chris Hansen's show, it was called How to Catch a Predator. And so they're making a movie on Chris Hansen, making this show on How to Catch a Predator. So it's interesting that, with you bringing forth this conversation when we talked about it, and then this movie I've been seeing about to come out, it's interesting all these kind of things coincide in the same kind of realm. But natural is a loaded word. I feel like natural is loaded in the sense of it says that this is almost correct. It makes it seem like it's something that's
okay. All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So I am a person who, when I hear something, I question my knee-jerk reaction. My initial reaction to something, I'll allow myself to feel that, but then I'll go back and think about it so I can process and try to see if I can meet the person halfway. So this is what I believe he was trying to say.
Okay.
And did not possess the correct
wording,
vernacular to be able to express himself. Okay, so, and I may be off with my own, train of thought.
Third time.
Okay, so
it's third time. So this is your third. Go ahead.
All right, so first of all, he was not talking about natural affection. Natural affection to me is affection that occurs naturally within the way human behavior properly displays affection in
a relationship.
In the correct manner
of interactions.
Okay.
Or something?
Yes. So what he was talking about, honestly, was unnatural affection, meaning sexual attraction to a minor. Mm-hmm. That's the unnatural affection he was speaking of, okay? Now, when he said natural, he was talking about the natural bodily reaction that a person can possess in response to their unnatural fixation and mental issue that they have, which allows their body to be aroused from looking at a child. Mm-hmm. That's what I believe the man was saying. And that he was feeling bad because these people who legit is afflicted with this sick, twisted thinking because of the stigma around people who exercise behaviors in necrophiliac fetishes or things that society deem as unnatural, and it is a detriment to society, how there is no place right now for that person to come forward and in a safe space and seek help. Mm-hmm. That is what I believe he was trying to say.
Yes.
But he wasn't able to articulate that. And I hope that is what he was trying to say. I hope he was not stating that he legit has a sorrowful place in his heart for people who are afflicted with this ailment, because that's what it is. It is definitely a sickness. Mm-hmm. It is unnatural, although the body responds as not a natural stimuli of being sexually aroused, because a person who is afflicted with an illness from seeing a baby, a child.
Yeah. So
I think that's what he was trying to say.
I hope that's what he was trying to say.
Because anything contrary to that?
Yeah. Right. Because that was his, that was when I heard it and you showed me the video, I was just like, yeah, he didn't use the right wording. I kind of, going back to what you just said, I thought the same thing. I was thinking, I think he meant X, Y, and Z, and not how he said exactly.
And we all sometimes fumble with our words.
Exactly. I know no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. Exactly.
But I was hoping. But you know what? That is a conversation that needs to be had, because we sweep our and you know what? People who are afflicted with these mental illnesses walk around in the grocery store with us. It was just a story about a couple who just got arrested. Where were they, out in Virginia? Yeah. And the wife was charged with bestiality. She was sleeping with the Great Dane, and the husband was a part of it, and he was in the grocery store taking pictures and doing inappropriate things in the grocery store. So if he was saying that he thinks that there should be a place where people should feel like they can go to get help, okay.
Right.
Then we need to say that. Then I hope that's what he meant. But I do think there should be conversation where people can feel like they can seek help. But the person will have to know that there is a problem. Okay. First, so that there is an issue with them having that issue.
Let's transition from that to the WNBA. Now, there are two gentlemen that decided.
You know I'm going to act the fool on this one, and I'm going to try to contain myself because we already got into
I
it
got
about
you.
this
I got you. I got your back.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
did, right. So we going once again, y'all. We argue, but always know it's my girl, and I got her back. Okay. Now there are two there are two former NBA players that have decided that they want to throw their names into the WNBA.
On some foolishness.
On some foolishness. Their names are Royce White and Easton Cantor, whatever. So when I heard this, I thought, okay, these guys are joking around.
They was trolling.
Exactly. Yeah. They're trolling. You know, you're not going to do all the little surgery stuff. You're not going to put a wig on. You're not going to put a dress on. Whatever, guys, whatever. So I came to you, and we went into the bathroom. Now, I think, because I've been thinking about this.
I left you with some things to think about.
Right, so I still stand on what I say now, but I do say this.
Wait. Tell them what you said.
I am. I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
Okay, but I want to say this. I think there's two conversations here. I think there's transsexuals in sports, and I think there's the bathroom. Okay. See, look, Grandmaster West takes a deep breath, you know we are in the muck.
Now, go ahead.
Here we go.
Stance, but you better say what you said.
Here's what I said. So, and I know a lot of people ain't going to agree with me, but here's my opinion. Okay. My opinion is simply this. There are too many things going on in the world right now that need our devoted attention, and we should not be given a you-know-what about the bathrooms. My justification is, with the cost of living, with a war in Iran, with the economy on a I don't know what path, we have a FDA that can't give us good food. We have you can't eat lettuce without having a diarrhea from God knows when. We have the real estate and housing. No one's buying houses. It's just a show when it comes to America right now. And the last thing I care about is who's going to the bathroom with who. Now, I understand there's a conversation with both of these two topics, okay? But one of those topics, to me, is just and I seen Spider-Man, so I'm gonna use Spider-Man for all y'all seen Spider-Man. I'm just putting it to y'all right now. That topic, small potato. Then there's other topics I just named big potato. That's a reference to the new Spider-Man movie. So I'm done. Did I say it right? First of all, did I say it right? TJ, did I say it right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, so now I'm going to let you cut.
In the big scheme of things, they were more important. Okay, so my stance is all of it's important, but that is as paramount, as important as the other things that you listed. There's no hierarchy there. So I was shocked and appalled at his stance because as a father of young women, I just couldn't fathom that there was no stance of protection in regards to a person just waking up one day saying, not a person, a man, a male, a human being with a penis, wakes up one morning and says, I was born Charles, but today I'm feeling like Charlene. And I still have my penis, but because I want to wear a dress, I'm going to go into the receptacle that is designed for women, for a human being who has a vagina. And I have an issue with that. I do not want to go into a restroom that is designed for a human being with my genitalia and be subjected to another human being who does not match the same that I have. There are psychological differences. There are physiological differences. There are different needs that I have, and which makes our bathrooms different, which is why a toilet is designed different from a urinal. If there were no need for the separation, then why did the separation exist from the get-go? now all of a sudden, because a person chooses to change their mind, and a mind changes every day, changes now my walk and way of life, that's an issue.
Okay. And I told you, I understand.
And then in sports, that's even more of an issue.
Well, here's my thing in sports. In sports, and I'm trying to make this fast. Sports was segregated, right?
For a reason.
No, at one time in America, sports was segregated. Negroes couldn't play any
sports.
No. Just follow me.
Okay, because we mixed apples with oranges.
No,
go ahead.
Follow me. Okay. Sports was segregated at one point in time, right? And then at one point, 1 year, all segregation ended, and then the teams had the option to have Negroes on the team.
Okay.
But no one rushed to do it.
All right.
Right. There was just one team in one sport, in each sport, that
they
took one
their
Negro.
time.
Right. Right. And eventually, as the competition grew and people realized that, oh, these Negroes could play, more Negroes start taking, certain, on football and then basketball.
We took over, but go ahead.
Right. And started dominating. So when you look at the sport now, what is it? It's like 80, 70% in the NFL black, and then basketball is higher. It's like 90%. Well, I fear in competition, if you let one team do it, then the other team to counter is going to do it, and then it gets out of control to a point where now it's 2, now it's 3, because they're counteracting the competition. You know what I mean? It's all about winning, and it's not about the women themselves, they're athletes. It's about, you have this kind of athlete, so I'm countering you like a war strategy.
Yeah.
I counter your weapon with a weapon.
I mean, that's a good point, but then it's an unfair advantage from a standpoint, like from an anatomy, from biology anatomy. It's just unequal playing field. It's almost exhausting to even discuss it because of how asinine and stupid it sounds to even have to have a conversation sitting here talking about men and women's sports. It's men and women's sports for a reason.
Right.
Men and women are different. And then it's even more asinine and stupid to sit here and have a conversation about bathrooms. To me, it's just stupid.
Right.
It just makes no sense, because if you start relaxing boundaries on one end, then you always going to have them people, if you give an inch, you're going to have to take them out.
Right.
So it's just like it. All
right, so listen. I want y'all right now, if you're hearing this, if you listen to this right now, because I told y'all about our polls on the IG, Turf and Talk Media, IG polls, even on TikTok.
That's right.
IG, TikTok, Turf and Talk Media. Reach out, comment to us, let us know.
Talk to us. We don't want to just be saying talk to us.
We don't want to keep hearing.
Talking to me. I want to keep talking to him.
I want to hear from y'all. Exactly. We want to hear from y'all. We want to hear what you guys thought about this whole discussion.
Absolutely.
Give us, if you think we missed something, put it in the comment section.
Sound off.
Exactly. Let us know, because we are willing to listen. We are open to conversations here.
That's right. Try to change my mind.
Try to change my mind. That's what we're here for.
Good luck, but
exactly. But we're gonna. Hey, so this is another wild story. If you knew, okay, let me ask you something. If you work for a boss, right? Your boss did dangerous work, right? And you and your company and your boss were across seas, and y'all were getting ready to come back home, right? Okay. But your boss is in he's like he could be in danger because he has a threat. But they don't tell you he has a threat. Someone
on his life.
On his life.
Okay.
But your boss don't tell you and say several other people in the company that's with him that there's a threat. Okay. He only tell maybe like 3 people that y'all know. Okay. And then y'all get on the plane, right, thinking y'all going home. You don't see the boss, right? You like, he must be in the back somewhere chilling, right?
He gone.
The boss slips out in a food services truck, right? Okay. So the boss not on the plane with y'all, right? So y'all in the air right now as bait. Boss went on a private jet somewhere.
And he gone.
Okay,
so let me ask you this. So it was the threat. Well, okay. So basically the boss had a bounty on his head. Now, my question is, was there an immediate threat in the vicinity of where he was?
From the intelligence, there was a threat. Now, we don't know from the intelligence how
precise.
Exactly, but it was imminent. There was a threat.
Okay. So I would. Okay. So
how would you feel as an employee?
So it's a couple ways you can look at this.
Okay.
And I know who you're talking about, and we're gonna have to look at it another way because we know he don't give a F about nobody but himself.
Exactly.
So that's just how that situation
exactly.
was.
Uh-huh.
But if we were talking about just a random boss,
right.
I believe if he excluded himself, then he was eliminating the threat to the current. You see what I'm saying? So all right. I give you one better. Let's just flip it. Not a boss.
Right.
I got beef in the street. We hanging out.
Right.
I got beef with somebody. Right. And I'm on social media and my ops is looking and they put context clues 2 and 2 together based upon my background. I get alerted that my ops know where I'm at.
Right.
So rather than alert you, I leave you at the neutral spot and then I dip off. Now I have diffused the imminent danger.
You left me out there because
No.
come around.
You ain't listen to what I said.
Go ahead.
The ops took contact clues of where I was. Right?
And they thought you were at my location, but you gone now.
I see what you're saying. But
you understand?
But see, in my analogy, I found out.
See, your ops are nice ops. Because my ops be like, but you run with them.
Yeah, but
and think about it like this. Let's do it eye for eye.
Because I'm trying to think about, like, if ghosts.
Okay, so your ops know that you drive a Dodge Charger, right? Everybody in the hood know you got a black Dodge Charger, right? Okay. Intel get out to you that your ops is now looking for you and they know you in a black Dodge Charger.
Right.
You get that information.
Right. And then I hop out the car and
you go into a Nissan Maxima or Uber and you say, Jay, go ahead and take this Charger home. It's going to be...
No, wait. That's where I would need to know the intel. I would need to know what the ops knew in order to, because if we look at it objectively, you could look at it from the standpoint of the boss was trying to diffuse the imminent threat by eliminating himself and diffusing the area. So I wouldn't, and this is just the way my brain thinks.
Okay.
But again, I've already made up my mind about this person that we're talking about because he ain't, he just ain't, and he don't give a, and so that's just what it was.
You think everybody out there know what we talking about? We're not going to say the name either.
Nope.
We're not going to say that's how we do it here. We're not saying the name. Keep it up.
But I'm just saying, from a different standpoint dynamics, if we took it to the streets with the op thing and everything, if I knew as a boss that my ops had pinpointed me specifically in the vicinity that I was in, in order to diffuse my team, the imminent danger to my team, I would slip out, not alert them. And the reason why I wouldn't, hold on, because hold on.
Put the camera on me, Russ.
No. I got an analogy. No. Now, you're going to see my perspective different. Me, you, and E Boogie are out.
Okay.
You know how me and E is.
Right.
Okay.
These the gangsters of the Turf and Talk media.
So you know how me and E is.
Right.
We'll reverse it.
Okay.
We'll reverse it. E got a op.
Okay.
But she know me.
Right.
She knows me.
Uh-huh.
And she gets notified from you.
Right.
That E. And I know you because you know me.
Right.
First thing y'all gonna say is, you gonna say, E, such and such, they've seen you, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
Don't say nothing to TJ because you know her. Just dip because they've spotted you. You know how she gonna act if you tell her.
You keep remembering.
No, tell me I'm wrong.
You keep TJ keeps leaving out one very important detail.
What's the detail?
Air Force One.
Oh, but no, because
you have to.
You told him who it is.
If you
just spoiled it. Now they know who it is.
I said Air Force One.
Who else the hell would ride an Air Force One?
From what I heard, he got a Qatar jet.
Oh, man.
He got a Qatar jet. And that was it for the verses of Turf and Talk. If you don't know, that was a great episode. Catch us on IG right now. Catch us on TikTok. This is Jason the Jedi. And I'm with
Tanarah J. Until next time.
Peace.
Hey, yeah. You know what time it is. Turf and Talk, straight from the DMV, baby. Jason and Tanarah J, let's get it. We from the city where the traffic don't sleep. DC lights go, Maryland deep. Virginia riding heavy, keep that talk on lock. From the field to the mic, yeah, we turf and talk. Sports in the streets, that's the vibe we live. Community strong, got the game to give. Jason got the playbook, always on the chart. And Tanarah J, she gon' spark that heart. DMV, we reppin' real, no fake. Turf and talk, yeah, we raise that stake. From the U Street nights to the Beltway scenes, we talking dreams, hustle, and home team means. Turf and talk, right from the block. Jason and Tanarah J, we don't stop. Turf and talk, yeah, we move that crowd. DMV, stand up, say it loud.